Hello everyone, Dr. Choi is here, and this is my formula class. Today we will talk about Cheng Qi Tang family. Cheng Qi Tang is kind of laxatives, but Cheng Qi Tang family does not only work like a laxatives, but also work like clearing heat herbs as long as there is a damp heat, especially in intestine. So Cheng Qi Tang can be used in many different conditions. Not only constipation. So drain downward formulas. Da Cheng Qi Tang and Xiao Cheng Qi Tang, Ma Qi Ren Wan, Tao Hui Cheng Qi Tang, and Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. These are the formulas we will discuss today. And this is the one diagram explain all different formulas. So Da Cheng Qi Tang, Xiao Cheng Qi Tang, Ma Qi Ren Wan, Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang, Tao Ren Cheng Qi Tang, even Zhang Ye Cheng Qi Tang. And we will study Zhang Ye Cheng Qi Tang with Zhang Ye Tang later. So these are the compositions of those formulas, and this Cheng Qi Tang is based on all the same herbs, similar herbs like Da Huang and Mang Xiao, Hopo, Qi Shi. And let's see those herbs one by one. So here's Da Huang. So Da Huang is a stimulant laxative. Stimulant laxative should not be used on a regular basis for a long time, like day by day, daily, couple of years. It can make a habit. So without Da Huang, people cannot defecate. So just like Dulcolax or those stimulant laxatives. And Da Huang has anthraquinone as an active ingredient, and actually that ingredient loses its activity once Da Huang decocted for a long time, meaning just 30 minutes of decoction can lose its effectiveness. So usually just 15 minutes of decoction, boiling of Da Huang is recommended, less than 20 minutes. And anthraquinone is metabolized as sanoside. So sanoside is a strong laxative. And there are another stimulant laxatives in herbal medicine, Chinese herbal medicine. One of them is Fan Xie Ye. Fan Xie Ye has sanoside, so senna. So it drains downward too and clear heat. Fan Xie Ye can be habitual too. And aloe vera is also herbs work as stimulant laxatives. And next herb we need to understand is Mang Xiao. And this herb, Mang Xiao. Mang Xiao is actually minerals. So it's a kind of sodium. So when you prepare Mang Xiao, you do not decoct this with other herbs, but put it later. After preparation of whole decoction, you just melt this salt like melting the sugar in your coffee. So that is how you prepare Mang Xiao. And Mang Xiao is high concentration minerals. That means it is a osmotic laxatives. Osmotic laxatives. Just like milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesium. So the mechanism as a laxative is different from Da Huang. Da Huang is stimulant laxative, and Mang Xiao is osmotic laxative. So your stool gets really salty. This is your stool. Once you get Mang Xiao, it makes the stool really, really high concentration, salty. Then water inside of your intestine goes to here, get into the stool. Why? Because there's a balance between the fluid, and here's a membrane which can penetrate by soluble waters. So water go to your feces to make the balance osmotic pressure even. So that is how Mang Xiao works. So when you take Mang Xiao, your stool get loose. watery. So in Chinese medicine, they say when your fishes get dry, use Mangshao. And here's a question. What if patient has a sign of general dryness, like indeficiency or fluid deficiency? Do you still can use Mangshao? Actually, that is a contraindication. Mangshao only makes the feces watery. How? By collecting water from your body to feces. So when you get dehydrated or when you have a signs of the indeficiency, Mangshao can worsen this condition. So think about it. You are losing water by defecation. That is Mangshao. And I think some of you experienced colonoscopy. Before the colonoscopy, you probably took a lot of water and some solution with powder, and those are similar osmotic laxatives. So usually doctor strongly urge you to take a lot of water when you take those soluble powder. That is Mangshao. And when you take Mangshao, you need to take a lot of water too. So Da Huang, Mangshao, stimulant laxative and osmotic laxatives. Stimulant and osmotic laxative. And Fan Xie Ye is same stimulant laxative. And there are two more herbs you need to understand. First one is Hopo. Hopo is a herb regulate qi. Very similar to Champi. So it moves qi, resolves stagnation, and warm middle jaw, transform phlegm, and dampness too. So Hopo regulate qi. And Jishi. Let's see. Jishi break up stagnation. So it also regulates qi and reduce accumulation. So Hopo and Jishi can regulate qi and reduce accumulation, both of them. And in Chinese medicine, we usually use Hopo when the people has a general distension of whole belly. And Jishi is commonly used for the condition more localized in epigastric area than Hopo. So Hopo is more like a herb used for bloating of whole abdomen, and Jishi is used for epigastric discomfort and pain. So slight difference, Hopo and Jishi. So Hopo and Jishi. And Da Cheng Qi Tang, there's a formula named Da Cheng Qi Tang. Da means great or big, and Da Cheng Qi Tang include all four of them. This is Da Cheng Qi Tang. And if you remove Mang Xiao, it is Xiao Cheng Qi Tang. So what we will do today is Big Cheng Qi Tang, Small Cheng Qi Tang, and Tiaowei Cheng Qi Tang, and Ma Jiren Wan, and Taoren Cheng Qi Tang. So 5 different formulas. So this is big Da Cheng Qi Tang. Once you remove Mang Xiao, Xiao Cheng Qi Tang, small Cheng Qi Tang. So what is the difference? Da Cheng Qi Tang treat constipation, excessive stool, and dry stool, and discomfort of whole belly, and Jishi, epigastric, stagnation, and discomfort. Xiao, small Cheng Qi Tang, treat constipation, distension, and local distension, focal distension, but not dryness. There is a difference. So Mang Xiao is not part of small Cheng Qi Tang. And if you add Xingren and Homaren and Bai Xiao, this is Bai Xiao, to Xiao, small Cheng Qi Tang, this is Ma Jiren Wan, Ma Jiren Wan. Ma Zhiren one. And this one treat constipation, distension, also with nourishing property. So Xingren is a kind of seed, apricot seed. It treats the coughing and it also lubricates, moisten intestine. Stop coughing and moisten intestine. This is Xingren, apricot seed. And this one, Homaren, Majiren or Homaren, also moisten intestine. And Baishao nourish blood and also nourish in. So Baishao actually tonifies blood deficiency. Baishao, Xingren, and Homaren. So they nourish and tonifies blood. So this formula is good for elderly people. So the stools get small and dry. And this is Ma Zhiren one. Because Ma Zhiren is another name of Homaren. So Xiao Cheng Qi Tang with these three herbs. That is Ma Zhiren one. And let's remove this part for Ma Zhiren one. Baishao, Homaren, Xingren. And also remove these two herbs for distension. But let's put it again. Mangshao, osmotic laxative and stimulant laxative. And Ganchao. This is Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. This is Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. And this is also strong laxative for constipation and a dry stool, but less than Da Cheng Qi Tang. And if you add Tauren and Guiji here, this is Tauren Cheng Qi Tang. Tauren. Tauren is a herb which invigorate blood stasis, break up blood stasis. So this formula is for blood stasis, especially lower abdominal pain, like a menstrual pain, with the constipation. But even without constipation, when the patient have blood stasis signs and menstrual pains in lower belly, below than belly button, if there is a pain, you can use this formula, Tauren Cheng Qi Tang. And Guiji is a warming herb. So you can interpret this Guiji as a part of Tauren Cheng Qi Tang as a warming herb. But actually Zhang Zhongjing, the inventor of this formula, knew Guiji is a strong invigorating blood stasis herbs. Even though Guiji here do not say about the function invigorating, breaking of blood stasis, but modern research found out that Guiji has a coumarin as an active ingredient, a lot of coumarin. So this is a very strong anticoagulant. So there is a reason Zhang Zhongjing combined Tauren and Guiji. And Guiji is also key ingredient of Guiji Fulingan. Guiji Fulingan. That is commonly used formula for blood stasis. So in the time of Zhang Zhongjing, Han Dynasty, Guiji was a strong blood stasis breaking herb anticoagulant. But modern TCM do not usually admit that, but this is true. And Ganchao, Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang with these two herbs breaking blood stasis, this is called Tauren Cheng Qi Tang. Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang with breaking blood stasis herbs, Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. So 5 of the Cheng Qi Tang all treat constipation and menstrual pain with lower abdominal pain and kind of stasis accumulation. Getting rid of this is Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. So Tiao Wei Cheng Qi Tang. So remove Ganchao. If you add Jishi, Hopo, this is big Da Cheng Qi Tang. If you remove Mangshao, small, Shao Cheng Qi Tang. If you add Bai Shao, Coumarin, and Xingren apricot seed, this is Majiren one. Shao Cheng Qi Tang with those 3 herbs nourish the intestine. Okay, everyone. I hope this lecture is helpful for your understanding of formulas. See you later.